Was that a grapple point? That one on the end. Oh no, I remember. Hi guys! You've made your choice. This no longer involves you, Ver. Oh, it does. We do not need to listen to this. Continue listening. Fine, but remember this, White. The only meaning their existence has is the one we give it. What happened with Malik? You know the answer to that already. Say it. I did what I had to. Like the rest of Quidgy did. All I wanted was you to make something new for yourself to move on. I'll move on when this is done. Wow, really? You'll move on when there's nothing left to move on from? Why Malik didn't just suggest you do that? Do you think they were breathless or something? Malik was the best of you first Smiths, you know that, right? And he still took them from us. From me. From? Yes, that is why I have to make their sacrifice count. Make it count? You can't make it resting count. Enough. I accept your anger, but you delayed me for long enough for what I must do. Harry is still here, but it's very weak. Still, they get in the way. Get rid of it, Sibs. Yes, but are we sure this is a good idea? Yeah, what if this was what held Goel back all this time? Then they would have ripped through this barrier already. It's barely hanging on. Maybe they just haven't noticed yet. Then they'll notice eventually, and it's better if we catch them by surprise. Are you seriously having second thoughts now? That's a rusting conviction. What kind of Smith just stops right before the end? Too late to stop. I'm not. Not now, after everything I've... It's too late. But fine, I won't force you. I'd rather save my strength for the monster, but I can make what's left in this barrier myself. It's open. Stay solid. Yeah. I don't get a choice. It was inevitable.
Hoi, Navera, Lumifena, Garanova, Naruniva.
Right, the Wanting Tree. Good for wanting. Cash monies? No enemy types. Had a hole there? It is. $850 fragments. That's not going to get me high enough. I pressed the jump button. You look chunkier. Okay. When even basic enemies can do this much damage this quickly, I just don't think the I just don't think the damage in the game is scaled particularly well. For the longest time, it's been like, I don't think we get enough health. But actually, I think it's because it's not so much that we don't get enough health, it's that enemies hit so very hard, even basic enemies. And if you look at other Souls games, other Souls games don't do as big a percentage of your health as this game does. Why did that not grab the chunk in the background? Yeah, I understand that I stopped putting points into health at level 20. But I did that because it just doesn't seem like a worthwhile stat to invest in, because you get such low return on your investments. 3 HP when enemy attacks are doing 60 is just... Don't get me wrong, I understand that mathematically, yes, it adds up. Oh, that didn't grab either. Sake. Let's have the controller back on. Because I am desperate to know that this is not me. Fuck's sake, that was me. No. Multiple enemies in an area that can all overlap their attacks and deal massive damage. I don't think I've played a Souls game where you can take this much damage to such a small health pool so quickly. Consider, if you will, the waterfowl dance for Millennia. The first kind of flurry of attacks in waterfowl dance hit really fast. They're like 5, maybe 6 frames apart, something like that. But what they don't do is do huge amounts of damage. I mean, don't get me wrong, if you've got no points invested into, is it Vigor in Elden Ring, then yeah, you're probably going to struggle. To a certain extent. I don't know where I am at all. What I have found oh, they found the map and the chunk. Give me the map. That'll help. That'll help. Okay, where are we? What? Huh. So that's clearly a... Give me the save point, which I know is over here. Reaching hands. Okay. Where is... Speaking of reaching hands... Luscious. Oh, hello. Boss? Oh, okay, that lingers. Oh, not only does that linger, but it lingers permanently? Was that supposed to happen? Oh, okay, so he's got a load of poise. Fuck you. Fuck you, asshole. Cheap. Atrium. Yeah, putting spike pits hidden like that behind wall gaps is kind of a cheap move in my opinion. Not a big fan of that as regards design. Okay, so this is going to be a... I was going to say, it's going to be a bunny hop corridor. Or just... not? For reasons? Come on, I'm pressing the button. That was on me. Still hits. Or doesn't bounce. Seriously, you skim along the top for like half a second, and only then does the hitbox decide, oh yeah, actually, you're close enough. You see what I mean? It's inconsistent. It's almost like your hitbox is it rectangular? Even when you're doing your somersault move, and it just spins, because that's A, really daft, and B, as far as I can tell, really inefficient. Oh, okay. You can turn around and blah, 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 blah. Isn't it odd that you can't grasp the shards? No. I'm sure you can die on the spikes. These guys have got so much wind-up time. I can still cock it up by buying it too early. That's another one-way wall. That's the wrong button entirely. That I didn't get any height off, so I assume I wasn't fully... Yoink! Ooh, camera's pulling back a little bit. Why are you doing that, camera? Warp points. Interesting. Remove all seals. I have done. Note to self in future. Go and pull out the new version of this area map because it has the spike things on and the version that I've been using does not. I really like that as a mechanic. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again because I'm very much of the opinion that people are going to think that I absolutely hate this game, which is... I'm going to sneeze 1 second. I've said this in other videos, not necessarily GRIME II ones, I don't think. There's a lot of stuff about... That's not going to happen. About how, you know, I will not criticise the first game. And that's obviously bullshit. Because I obviously will. And have done, and I've been very critical of some of the decisions in this one, and part of that is because it's kind of twice as big. You know, I've had so many criticisms and critiques of the game because it's just a much bigger game and it's a much more complex game, and therefore there's more to talk about. It's the same way that I have more critique about, far more critique about Silksong than I do about Hollow Knight. Damn it, I was hoping to coax them both on. Yeah, for me, Silksong's size simply opens it up to a much greater degree and amount of criticism because it's just a much bigger game and there's more things to talk about. And I feel that GRIME II is very much the same thing. It is a much, much bigger experience. And that is bullshit. Getting double tapped by the same source of damage like that simply shouldn't happen. You know, environmental damage in, say, Elden Ring. If you go and stand in the lava in Elden Ring, try it. It's not going to double tap you. I mean, it's going to do small amounts of damage anyway, which is not comparable to this. But the environmental damage is on a timer. It's not, and it's not an iframe timer. It's simply, it does X amount of damage every, I think it's 120 frames, or just, yeah, it's like every 2 seconds, I think. The lava. Go to the manor and go and stand in the lava. It's every 2 seconds, I think, it does a tick of damage. And it's a tiny tick as well. It's like, it's something that you don't want to stand in very often. But it's not going to kill you. Whereas the... Oh, this is another hunt mob. What did he... Did he die on his own spikes, or what? No. And here's another thing. I don't care if enemies get bullshitted on. Because I think certain advantages should be given to the player. It is, after all, a video game. It is, at the end of the day, supposed to be fun. I thought I'd fallen off the wall then, and I had not. Oh, bollocks, that was my own lack of reaction speed. Okay, that's just not going to work. It's rare for the, for the wall grapples to not work like that. Was that 25 total, or... Can we even see our atrium count? Maybe those were individual sources, I don't know. I really like the design of the zone. But one of the things that I hold in incredibly high regard as regards Oh, I've got no... Got no healing left. Yeah, one of the things that I had in incredibly high regard from GRIME 1 is the... art direction. I love the kind of body horror stuff. It gave a very unique vibe. In my opinion. Oh, that's... I was hoping there was going to be a way of getting back up there. That didn't bounce. Don't think I can reach that. Not this way, anyway. I like these guys, they're easy to fight. Very easy to parry. There's very obvious tells. We like an obvious tell. Oh, that hits behind. That was the wrong button. Not getting up there yet. Should have thought of that before. Didn't, but should have. Okay, we are closing in. on the top of the map. Ooh! What was that? Oh, and once again, I'm not getting any height. What I wanted to do. Only one hit for that, weirdly enough. I'm going for the save point. Should be over here. This should be the final surrogate. Unless I've missed one somewhere, which is possible. Nope, that is the one. Spine top. Nice. I'm not so sure how useful that's been. I want to try the projectile grasp. Thousand fragments. Another thousand fragments. I'm noting that we haven't had an ability in this area yet. Okay. So, nothing in that section at all. How much more? No, there's only one more room above this. Here. And that's our objective. So, we're missing an ability. Unless... hatch? Right, I think it is time. Oh, that's an hour and 15 minutes anyway. I think it is time that I went and did myself a little backup save. Because, as far as I'm aware, there's no New Game Plus in this yet. So, it's not like we're forced into, as far as I'm aware, save files, pre-hatching. There we go. Not like we're going to be forced into a New Game Plus run. Probably. Or maybe we're just going to get an ability here and Goel's no longer here. Maybe we are Goel.
Tem.
Oh, this is Goel.
Tem.
So.
Tem.
So.
Tem.
So. Boring.
Mesniko.
Fuck. He's just a little guy.
Karabal.
Why did I make that choice? What was I even thinking?
Nintesna.
If only I knew it would be so boring.
Hesno.
What?
Tereki.
Are you...
Croissant.
You're really here?
Dishnak.
Oh wow, I...
Hesno.
At last, huh? I began to worry after all this time.
Nintesna.
Are you another one of us? As I may have been forgotten, me and my sacrifice.
Dishnak.
My constant, endless sacrifice.
Foratum.
I was wrong. Joyfully wrong.
Tiffer. Last.
Finally, someone comes to greet me. Someone who appreciates all I had to give up for them, for you, for everyone.
Fosna.
Have you brought me tribute? I can't see it. Must be small though, I'm not complaining.
Hela bomb.
I'm rambling, sorry about that.
Sontel.
It has just been such a long time since I've last spoken to anyone.
Kafana.
What's the matter? Speak up, please.
Hesno.
No, don't do this to me. Come on, speak. It lost itself. Became a part of the dish. Pathetic. I'm here to fight you.
Hosno.
Fight? What? But we just met.
Kunake.
Can we not just talk? I've suffered through enough talks. Pray. Fights.
Ka.
Pray? No, not fight. Not you, not anyone.
Vasna.
What? Why are you... Did you not come here to offer me gratitude? Acknowledgement for all I've done?
Ga.
I saved everyone. I stopped myself from eating.
Teresh.
I confined myself here in solitude and complete and utter boredom.
Hoflagan.
All for this world, for all of you.
Nishate.
You don't know this? Does no one below know this?
Solagena.
What did you all think? That I fled? Why would I do that? None of you could ever even threaten me.
Fishnagan.
The whole world was powerless against me, against what I used to be. Once something divine, a force, a predator. Now its only distinction is being the fattest prey of them all. The final dish.
Hesno.
Are you that eager for me to crush you? Back off.
Croissant.
Who even are you anyway? We're the sequel. We're the... you know.
Dishnakna.
No, it can't.
Mafalela.
Felt something change recently.
Hesno.
Something undoing all my work, making myself a sacrifice all for nothing.
Hoflagan.
It is you. I see it now. You tore open my seals, absorbed the discarded flesh I abandoned in order to starve that other one. I tried to prevent another us from coalescing here, from the hand paint from this tree.
Karabanda.
I guess I was not thorough enough, huh? Halfkin?
Sontel.
Which one of you is in control now? The one born in this world? Or the one from the other? I don't know.
Vasna.
And you are still divided. You still have some freedom. Some freedom. You still have some freedom to choose. I was like you. Two entities forced together, ourselves and each other.
Solagena.
A blurred line began to form, a fissure in the form of questions.
Nintesna.
Let us have a conversation, Halfkin, and find out what you really want.
Mafalela. Tiffer Lasna.
The beings of this world, do you see them as something that lives with value and meaning?
Holda.
Good.
Karabal.
It is, of course, impossible to give a rust about all of them. No one does that, not even they themselves.
Dishnakna.
But for a being like you to care for any at all, that is what is most important.
Mafalela.
As long as you do not just see them all as prey struggling in vain.
Nintesna.
That is how an unfeeling force would see them. But that is not what you are, right? So we are essentially a spiral heart combined with a thing in this world of paints.
Tereshna.
Why did you cause so much destruction below?
Zevikan.
Why did I? Why did you?
Vasna.
You must have devoured hundreds. Is that not destruction?
Mesnik.
We both did it for the same reason.
Tereshna.
I didn't. It was not my fault, and then it probably not really yours as well. What is this other me?
Nintesna.
It was born inside the stomach of the first spiral heart, when it growled.
Carabanda.
Some call that place Otherwhere, the guts of the cosmos. You may have a vague memory of it, but it is not your own.
Sna.
This being, it formed you around itself. You are its skin, its vessel.
Tipper.
Your wants are secondary to its, and what it wants is to eat and grow. How did you stop?
Honda.
Questions allowed me to develop an awareness of sorts.
Solake.
Eventually I realised I did not want to end it all. They did.
Terrash.
At least, I think they did, but perhaps they changed too.
Solake.
Not sure I could have chosen to be free by myself. They had to let me and this world go.
Hesna.
Those I struck are infected. I did not know.
Nintesna.
My old arms, they are from my flesh back when I was different.
Carabanda.
They probably carry some of my its wants.
Carabanda.
They cannot hate me for that. I did not choose it. It's not my fault. Most Smiths still loathe you.
Terashna.
Only because they do not know the whole truth.
Dishnakna.
I had no choice. If they knew, they'd understand.
Asna.
What even is there to hate me for? I already sacrificed so much isolating myself up here for them, containing the tree.
Asna.
This proves how much I care. They have no right being angry at me. Ask me your final question.
Foratum.
Yes, and it is the most important one.
Helabom.
Tell me there is still something left in you that does not want to end this. I don't want it to end.
Nintesna. Tugar. Hoflagon.
Oh, well, we're going to fight anyway. That was dumb, because I couldn't tell what was going on. And I've got to remember I can reach higher with the double jump. Right, you have to parry that early. What was that supposed to do? Because it didn't act as a grapple point. And Mansell shows up.
Hela bomb.
A first smith.
Dishnak.
Good, help me with a...
Ha.
What?
Hodda.
This device is connected to otherwhere.
Vishnakanda.
Ah, you fantastic first smith. You brought the perfect weapon for this.
Adi.
How? Why isn't it doing anything?
For a tomb.
I am no longer carry... I no longer carry the intruder from otherwhere. I'm basically a smith like you, and together we can... I'm nothing like you, monster. I did not go through so much just to help you with anything.
It's not.
Whoa, wait, you don't understand. The real threat is the one behind... Shut up. I don't want to hear a rusted word from you. The weapon does nothing to you, and you say that proves you're not a monster? Well, then it did nothing to the one behind me as well. Until I gave it to them, I was sure, maybe... Ugh, crud rusted weapon. The spine creature must have lied. The spine creature? This weapon proves nothing. You are still that monster from all those cycles ago. And I'm about to destroy you for everything that you did back then. You breathless crud, listen to me. I've been making it right. I'm trying to help you. This one there is as I was. They carry the same ravenous thing that was inside of me. They don't think like we do. They'll destroy everything. Help me against them. I think the world would much rather continue to exist than cater to your rusted vengeance. Do you have anything to say to any of that? You are an artist. You should know by now. Art is meant to be consumed. And I am a great eater. Yes, I may have been wrong. Make use of something like you. You're my responsibility. I will need to deal with you later. But first, you.
It's not.
What is wrong with you, Smith? There is no you or me in this. Us. Everyone in the world against the one you brought with you. I am not your enemy. That is not your choice. Oh, so his attacks can deal damage to us as well. Wonderful. And I'm assuming we have to do the entire thing over again. Of course. I can still hit behind him. Oh, that killed me rather than parrying this time? Let's leave that there for now. What even is that supposed to do? I'd assumed it was a grapple point that we were supposed to be able to pull ourselves through the sword with, but that's not how it works, apparently. Okay, so it's the fact that we have to do it twice. Why did I not get any height off that jump? Okay. Of course it has a shockwave attack. It is the most overused attack type in this game. Everything bursts up from the ground and has a shockwave. Oh, fuck off. The double tapping is... it's just not very good Souls-like design. Oh. Oops. Oh, shit. Oh! Oh, that was my own fault. That was entirely on me. I don't know what happened to Manzil, but he seemed to stick around for a phase and then disappear, so... I assume he's going to come back at some point just to one-shot me when I'm out of health or whatever. And shield. Okay, so he doesn't do the same thing each time. He just happened to for like 4 or 5 times in a row. Which is a shame, because actually learning the fight and the predictability of which attack was going to come next was actually something I quite liked. Okay. Okay, so he doesn't do the red stabby thing in this one. There's a lot of overlapping attacks here. That was lucky. Ah. Shit.
Swan Granda.
Shit. Oh, bollocks. I'm finding no enjoyment in our low health pools. I'm not finding it contributing to any kind of challenge. Why did that not parry? Yeah, the high damage that enemies are doing versus our pitiful health pool. I keep thinking I've got enough time to parry after I have healed, and you just don't. Why did that not parry? Oh, damn it. Oh, that goes through him. No, I'm nowhere near where I need to be for this. Oh, that was me jumping too forward instead of too upward. I have to assume that there's only 2 phases to this fight because otherwise it's going to become a massive slog. Oh, bollocks. Come on! As soon as the parry cocked up, it was like, no, this is a loss. And this is the problem. There's no recovering from some of this shit. Because you've got no real capacity to get heals back. What? No, fuck it. Just kill me. No. Oh, fuck off. Oh, he's done it again. What hit me then? His shield that does damage? That's a stupid fucking design decision if that's true. Shields not generally noted for their damage dealing capabilities when they're just held in place. Oh, come on. Ugh. Sake. Too many effects. You're essentially fighting three things there. You've got the ground attack, you've got where the fuck's Manzel, you've got where's the actual boss. Sure, okay. 3 sources of damage was that in like a split second? There's a reason why FromSoft games don't do that. Too early. Shit. Oh my fucking gods. Nice. This isn't supposed to happen. So I've been told. There is supposed to be a single consistent speed for the wall climb. Too early. That was my fault. I didn't move. I'm glad that we're supposedly this big, super powerful vets. Shit. What? Why did I not jump then? They're really hard to see. Also, do they not count as projectiles? Because I'm pretty certain the whole point of grabbing this was so that you could grab projectiles. So that's a waste of time, apparently. Might as well take that off, because it didn't work on the daggers, which is what I took it for. And there's no point having that, because there just isn't. We may as well have that, because this guy is reasonably straightforward to parry. For a chunk of it, at least. Shit. Yeah, that was much faster with the extra parry damage. Oh, come on! The bullshit damage source stacking in this is fucking ridiculous. If it was doing much less damage or we got more health, then it wouldn't feel as horrendous as it does, but the health economy is so out of whack. Whoa, sound effects. Camera. Fuck you. That was bullshit. The camera really struggles when you have the boss pinned up against them. Can get an attack in there. Why is that so inconsistent? That just took fucking forever to cast. Sometimes it's really quick. Sometimes it is not. Sorry, but this is bad. Not the fight. The fight is really cool. It's the damage sources that are just obliterating you because there is no protection, or seemingly no protection, against getting two shots or two attack sources overlapping like that. That is not the way Souls games are generally designed. Oh. Where did those attacks come from? Because they weren't coming... I couldn't see them, or didn't see them, coming in the other side of him before they hit his shields. Oh, fuck's sake, how much damage do they do? They're so difficult to see against the sky. Ugh.
On the Granda.
There is no time to react between these multi-hit attacks. Too many sources of damage in too fast a time that do too much damage for the amount of health that we have got. Oh, bollocks. Why did that... Just double jumping to hit these green attacks out of the sky is... Even when I think I'm being at my most careful and single button pressing, it's just like there. How many attacks were going on screen there? 4? Oh, what was that? Six super quick waves of energy just from behind him. That doesn't even make any sense. Why is there an attack coming from there? Oh, bollocks. Oh, bollocks, that was the wrong button entirely. What am I supposed to do about that? Apart from just not get hit in the first place because there's no reaction time for it. Why is that so flaky? Oh! No, bollocks! No! I know what happened there. That was me pressing R2 to dash out of years and years and years of muscle memory. But of course that's just heal in this game, isn't it? Nevertheless, it's still a clusterfuck of visual design. No, I didn't want to grab my... Reach the end. Oh, that's the final boss. Oh. I mean, I guess I kind of figured. But I'm also missing an ability, so maybe it's from the optional boss then. Oh, maybe it's from this. We're going to hatch. Guess what? That's a cool transition. Oh, hey, look. Some more big world planet people. Quite tightly grouped together. Growth. It starts with a nibble, a taste. Then, bite by bite, the prey get larger, fiercer. Once careful hunts, now reckless feasts. And in the end, for one final time, your maw stretches wide and swallows the sky. This is what it is all for. This is what you want. To swell. To grow. After all, their end is just another meal. How long its taste lingers is up to you. And there is nothing wrong with that. It is what you are. An insatiable hole. A spiral heart. Your gut carries within it a greater meaning, one those consumed could never comprehend. One may play around with its food for a while, and you had your fun. But in the end, an end is just another meal. It is unfortunate, then, that this meal refuses to go down. Now, do it. Now. Ansel, what is happening? I believe we are kicking an unwelcome guest. But this thing actually works. Am I holding it right? Feels like it's going to explode or something. Keep it in. The rusted thing's finally working. And now you, whatever you and Goel are or were, tenacious, ravenous monsters walking around pretending to be one of us. Do you find it amusing, playing pretend? Are you having fun? Just what in Mara's name do you want from us? Why won't you leave things alone? I don't know. You what? You expect me to believe that you did all this without knowing why? True. No, but what Goel said, is it true? Is something compelling you? And it wasn't all just some kind of pretense. Thank you for stopping me. You give too much freedom to your vessel. This was your weakness. A link which was exploited. Enough. Thank you. No, don't do that. I don't need this, not now. Oh, for Mars' sake, enough. You trying to debate them or something? You can't be serious, man, so look at them. Nothing about this thing is like us. There's no point talking to it. I need to know. Please just give me this. Prey. Prey can't fathom. But it is better to be eaten than to rot. It escapes. Back to the otherwhere, I guess. And the Rippler will birth it once more? Probably. Grim. Grimy. Grim. I am very torn on GRIME II in much the same way that I was torn on GRIME 1. You might think, Demajen, GRIME 1 is in your S tier. It's like, yes, it is. Doesn't mean that I thought it was a perfect game. I had a lot of fun with it, just like I've had a lot of fun with a lot of the things in this game. But they are flawed in many ways that I think will piss other people off even more than they have pissed me off. I think there are some incredible platforming ideas in this, some of the best and most interesting platforming I think I have done in a Metroidvania that was hampered horrendously by the controls not really working in ways that I think they should. Now, part of that was on me. I've been back, I've looked at some of my footage frame by frame. Yes, in many instances I try wall sliding when I'm too close to the wall and I just latch onto the wall and bounce off it and yada yada yada. But equally there are plenty of times when I dash into the wall and I just pop straight back out again without going up, without going down, because of the way the controls were programmed. Now, this is being fixed. By the time anybody else plays this, hopefully that will be sorted and you won't have those issues, but they nevertheless dampened my enjoyment. I would say that my two biggest critiques of this game were the wall slide and its absolutely horrendous finickiness, and the double dipping, the way damage sources worked, because there was so much overlap in so many things that it felt bad to get ba or ba hit by an enemy and obliterated when we have got such a minuscule health pool. And I keep thinking, oh, maybe I should have put more points in health, maybe I should put more points in health, but the amount of damage we are taking. Oh, we hope to see you again when the time for a reunion has come. Yeah, the amount of damage that we were taking, just, an extra 3 points per level or 2.5 points per level after, 10 HP for 4 levels doesn't seem like a great trade-off. in my opinion. I'm assuming this is just going to put me back before the final boss. Or not. Do we have post-game? Finally back. Looks like mission almost done. One with big hand pet thing. Yeah, so it has put us back before the final battle, but weakness? Level 70. Huh. Can I upgrade this breath crown more? Or is it maxed? It wasn't maxed. Well, there is still more yet to do, but we have completed the game. Now, the achievements are actually working, so let's take a look at them. We have got 36 of 40 achievements. We have not got all breath crowns because one of them is in the rusted floor place, which was a bastard. Defeat Face Blob and Handvisage we haven't done because we haven't defeated Handvisage. So we won't get Great Eater because we haven't defeated Handvisage. And that's it. So we need to defeat the Breath Crown thing. We need to defeat Handvisage. And that should trigger the last two. Should. So I guess we go Handvisaging. Don't know whether Handvisage will be any easier now that we're a bit higher level with a max level weapon and so on and so forth. It does make me wonder then whether Handvisage is going to have the final weapon ability, the final metroidvania power. Oh, that's a red attack. Oh, of course. Because we can bounce on the spikes, she's less of a... Oh yeah, she's much more, yeah. First time. So with the tendril jump, and there's our last ability. Great Eater defeat all bosses. Formless of Mara defeat Face Blob. Resting at a checkpoint restores up to, but no more than, 2 paint points. Right, and was that the... No! That was not... Really, that wasn't... Oh, I feel really dumb for having spent, I think it was 39 attempts? No, 34 attempts on her. But if that is the case, I find it very difficult. Very difficult to believe. Have I forgotten about... No, because we've beaten all the bosses. So we just need to get that breath crown from... And here's the rub. Have I marked down where he was? Have I bollocks? Was he up here? He was up in Fallen Path, wasn't it? wasn't it? Was he on top of there? I don't remember how to get up here. Like that. No. Shit. That was going alright as well. But I got shunted. That's the wrong one. There, suck it. That's it. That, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, is 100% of the achievements of GRIME II. What's the thirsting one do? A greater amount of health is restored, but over a very slow duration. I'm going to leave that there. A highly ambitious evolution and iteration of the first game, GRIME. I'm going to sit on this for a little while and try and decide on whereabouts on my tier list I want to put it. I am umming and ahhing right now as to whether it is going in the A or S tiers. I think I will need to see what the team has done as regards the wall slide thing. They've told me today, much earlier today, admittedly, earlier this morning, that they have done some work on it. Because that will, in many ways, make a big difference for me. Now, I know my tier list, I've always said, oh, it's how much fun I had when I played the game. But this is a pre-release version. It is 12 minutes past 1 on the 26th of March, right now, as I am saying these words. So, it is not a case that the game that you play is the game that I have played, and I am always a little bit wary about giving tier placements to pre-release versions of games. Doesn't mean that I haven't done it, because I have. You know, I'm not trying to say, oh no, I never do this. It's like, no, I have done. So I'm very torn. I'm very torn because I try and stay consistent with my tier ratings in terms of this is how much fun I had with the game when I played it. And I know that when I play this again to check through everything, I'm not going to be playing it quote unquote properly. I know that. We're up to. Let's check the clock, shall we? That's an idea. So I've got 100% of the achievements, but not everything in the game, after 42 essentially hours, including, you know, watching the credits. We've got our paint at level 4, our force at level 4, and our breath at level 4. We have got a wide variety of stats leveled up. 42 hours, I think, is very much in the kind of Hollow Knight ballpark time range. But I think this has had more interesting platforming than Hollow Knight, and arguably Silksong. I think it has had solid combat, comparable to GRIME 1, with more options than GRIME 1, which you might think, oh, well, that should elevate it. But with these issues to do with damage overlap and the health scaling and so on and so forth, that's actually dragged the combat down, so it's balanced it out for me. I love the removal of the stamina system. I find the force system much better. It took me a good chunk of time, however, to really appreciate it. In terms of, you know what, just play a bit slower. Wait for the opportunities to get some damage in. And of course, we've got all the traits that really go to enhance that force meter. So I think that is an excellent addition to it all. I basically stuck with the same weapon type for the entire game. Maybe when I play again, I will play with a different weapon type. But this is... the speed for me works with the type of combat that the game is offering, especially as regards the fact that some of the smaller enemies, you can just stagger lock them quite easily with the dagger. I like the mold system. I didn't use it effectively. I've explained why on occasion that I haven't used it effectively. A, I don't really like consumable play in Souls games anyway. B, I find the location of the stuff very difficult to use. When I had the controller on, you will have seen that I was using the D-pad, because the left trigger and the face button setup that I got, it still swaps the mold sets over, so it wasn't really what I wanted. So I know that I underutilized the molds. However, Mr. Spiky continues to have been the MVP for the game. But he's very situational. You've got to put him in a place where you know the enemy is going to be stood for a chunk of time. There seems to be a lot of depth and a lot of build variety in the game, which I appreciate. I like the breath crown giving us customization, even though I basically didn't use any of them. I haven't even tried any of them. There were very few, but not non-existent, issues with level design. I have spoken about this one over here, and you know, people were right. I should have gone this way and opened up that. Or I should have seen the boss and backed away, is what I should have done. I didn't, but I should have done. You know, I should have seen a boss. I should have walked into a boss arena and said, you know what? We haven't got a shortcut back yet. But my brain... I think, I'm not sure on this, but I think what my brain said was that this and this were in some ways the same thing. And it was only when I looked at the map after having died from the boss that I realised that actually, hold on, those are two different places. That's not me making an excuse. I just think that that's probably how my brain farted in that. Because I remember there being a barrier. And maybe I thought I'd broken it. I don't know. Either way, it was bad. It was bad play from me. But equally, yeah. We still haven't opened up this route up here. There's a hunt mob there. There's lots of hunt mobs that I've got to go and kill. There were also certain sections on the map that I need to go and uncover. But realistically, this was GRIME II. There's a good chunk of stuff up in the... Why is this called the tree roots? This is the tree roots. This was... I mean, at least we know why it's called the tree roots. Because that's the tree. I really liked a lot of the bosses, but I didn't like the damage system. I think that's kind of what it boils down to. I haven't done all of the boss deaths yet. I think the hardest part of the game was... Well, the boss that I died the most times to was Quadblade, with 39 deaths. Handvisage had 34. I was expecting that number to go up, but obviously in this session we just... We did one-shot her, didn't we? Just with that extra ability to bounce on the spiky floor. So yeah... Quadblade, most deaths at 39. Then Handvisage at 34. Then Blade Mammoth with 21. Then the twin first Smith fight with 17. But I haven't counted up the number of times that we fought the final boss, Goel, and the combined fight with Goel and Maz. I am wondering if there was any kind of alternate ending, or whether that will be, you know, it, or maybe come in for DLC. What is this here for? That's just another hunt mob, isn't it? Yes, I really kind of wished I'd marked off the hunt mobs that I haven't done. But I haven't. We can get rid of that. I did that at much frustration to myself. There are still some little nubs of rooms, like this one down here. It's like, I still don't know how we're going to get into that. But now that I've kind of completed, quote unquote, the game, normally I'd just faff around in terms of, you know, using free cams and stuff to take a look around, but none of them work with GRIME or GRIME II. Something about the way the world is put together, the way the different scenes are laid and so on and so forth, just, they don't work. I can't get my free cam thing, or at least I couldn't get it working with the demo. I haven't tried it with the full game because obviously I didn't want to screw anything up. Why is that marked there as well? I don't know. I don't remember. But anyway, GRIME II. achievements complete. By no means 100%ed, but 100% of the achievements. So if all you want is to get all the stuff for the achievements, I'll have everything on my map pretty soon for release. If you want every single item in the game, well, I mean, I was never able to claim that was a thing for GRIME 1 either. It's certainly not going to be for GRIME 2, because I can't zoom out and see that I've got everything. There could be stuff tucked away. But I'll do my best. I'll get as much as I can on the map. Hopefully you've enjoyed my playthrough. Hopefully you have left comments down below. Hopefully my critique and criticism hasn't been too anathema to the general community consensus. Not that I really care what the community thinks, sorry. My enjoyment was, for the most part, very, very high indeed. But with some great highs came some incredibly frustrating and unnecessarily frustrating lows. I will add more once I get to try the release build, or at least the build where the wall slide issues have been fixed. But they haven't been able to give me an estimation on that just yet. Either way, by the time this comes out, the game will have been out for ages, people will have picked it apart and so on and so forth, but this was my experience. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. Stay fabulous. Like this music. Cheerio. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not click the like button and consider subscribing. Remember, you can ring the bell notification icon to get notified when new videos go live. And until next time, cheerio.